NBA player props and picks. Value lies on Bobby Portis, Klay Thompson, and more on Wednesday. Both the Bulls and the Nuggets are enormous underdogs facing 3-1 deficits in Game 5s on Wednesday night, and both are expected to spell the end for two road teams. Playing props in a series-ending blowout is always risky, but it may also represent opportunity for the proper players. We'll compare our NBA estimates to props posted at various sports books using the Action Labs player prop tool. I've listed 3 prop bets that I'm currently betting on, along with the argument for each bet and the best bookies to find odds on those player props below. Bobby Portis to record a double-double. Those poor, short-handed Bulls will have to find a new home. In health and safety protocols, Zach LaVine appears to be out until at least Game 5. While Lonzo Ball is still Mia. Alex Caruso's concussion procedure is also suspect. DeMar DeRozan and Nikola Vucevic are the only surviving starters from a Bulls team that dominated early in the season, implying that Chicago requires assistance. Patrick Williams made a major contribution in Game 4, so perhaps it's time for the sophomore to take off. It's possible that it'll have to be out of necessity. Williams scored 20 points and grabbed 10 rebounds in Game 4 after hitting 3 3-pointers. He's averaged more than 30 minutes per game over the last 3 games, and he had a solid 1.9 rebound performance in Game 2. Remember, both of those games were played by LaVine and Caruso. Williams may not be ready for this stage against such a strong squad in an elimination game, but Chicago doesn't have anyone else to turn to, so he'll receive plenty of playing time. There's also a potential that this one slips away from Chicago, which would be an ideal opportunity for the Bulls to let their young guns loose and receive some extra playing experience. Depending on how aggressive you want to be, you have a few alternatives. At -110, you can play just over 10.5 points or just over 5.5 rebounds. At +105, you can play just over 10.5 points or just over 5.5 rebounds. If you like, you can play those in a same-game parlay for a lower price than this PR combo. You can also go a little higher, +300 for 15 points or +1,300 for 20. Remember what he did in the last game. FanDuel has all of these, but DraftKings has 15 points and 8 rebounds for +900. With the Bulls roster so thin, there's a lot of room for improvement. The safest method to play is points plus rebounds over, but if you like the angle, you can get more aggressive. Klay Thompson, over 3.5 threes. Aren't the Splash Brothers splashing around again? There are currently 3 Splash Brothers, all of whom have shown to be unstoppable. Denver simply lacks the perimeter defenders to stop Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Jordan Poole all at the same time. This series, the trio is averaging over 76 points each game, with each of them scoring 24 points or more. The 3 are averaging 12.3 threes a game, with 2 of them hitting at 50% or higher, and they are over 70% true shooting as a group. It's not fair, but that's the situation the Nuggets are in. And, to their credit, they fared a little bit better in Game 4, especially with rookie Jordan Poole. For much of the game, Aaron Gordon was Poole's primary defender, and Poole had by far his worst game of the series, with terrible shooting and a slew of mistakes. Curry, of course, continues to draw a lot of attention. Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in the world, remains largely unaccounted for. Thompson is shooting as well as he has in the past. This series, he's hit 5, 3, 6, and 7 3-pointers, with 3 of the 4 games going over 3.5 attempts. He also went beyond that mark in 5 of his final 6 regular season games, making it 80% of the time in his last 10 games. During that time, he's averaged 5.7 assists per game. You can always be more aggressive if you want to. You may play 5 makes for +158 or 6 or more for +350 at DraftKings. Klay can turn searing hot and fast when he gets hot. Thompson may not get long minutes in a game that might slip away from Denver if the Splash Brothers continue to play like they have. Maybe we should simply get our 4 different makes and call it a day.